Yo, what is up, everyone? So today we're gonna take a look at Ethereum Classic, ticker symbol ETC. And currently, right now, the average price it seems like is around $93. However, on other exchanges, in particular Coinbase, it is up significantly higher. So let me actually show you guys really quick, and I'll go just little fun facts about what ETC is, and then we'll look at the charts. But just look at the difference, right? So for instance, Binance holds most of this volume here. We can see that it actually says that it's pretty much 92 bucks. What's the average? But then you look at Coinbase. Coinbase, for some reason, it's showing a completely different number. So again, depending on what exchange you are on, you might see a different price point for ETC. But just note, if you're not on Coinbase, then really much it doesn't matter. But either way, regardless of whatever exchange you're trading on, ETC is doing absolute numbers right now. It's basically like Doge, except Doge actually decided to take a dip today. And just look at this chart right here. And before I continue, just remember this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do research before making any investments. And for the most part, we can see that ETC pretty much was just chilling sub 10 for pretty much most of 2020. And then obviously it started to break above the $10 price point. And we can even check, let's just look at January just starting off and see what was it at the beginning of pretty much this year. So about five, let's just round it up to $5 just to make life easy. Now it's almost 100, if I already broke 100 on other exchanges. So micro, it's almost basically 20 plus X in literally, what is this, less than 5 months. Absolutely insane. Now let's just look at some things right now. First off, volume is up 21 billion being traded. So that is very good sign because of the liquidity, meaning that big players are most likely trading this right now. And also you can actually cash out, or I say trade your crypto and have somebody most likely fulfill your order, because usually if you see massive spikes and the volume is significantly lower, it's not going to be fun for you if it's in the couple 100,000 volume. But this definitely billions of volume, so we're not too worried about this. The market cap is quite interesting because looking at how, for instance, Dogecoin has done this past week, absolutely ridiculous market cap for essentially something that is essentially really no tech behind it. Here, ETC, I'll show you guys little fun facts about it just in case you have no idea, but we're sitting at 11 bill market cap with the current ranking of 18. So we are in the top 20. That is a good sign. The price has literally gone up a few dollars literally as I'm speaking before the start of this video. And let me just give you guys some background in case you have no idea what ETC is. So pretty much it's a hard fork of Ethereum. So basically it's pretty much when you like clone the code and then you add your own custom things to it, right? So basically its main function is a smart contract network, and its ability to host and support dApps, aka decentralized applications, and its native token is ETC, right? So pretty much, why was this even forked from Ethereum? Like, what was the whole purpose of this, right? So pretty much they said that the fork occurred in 2016 of July. So this is actually way back before ETH even during the bull run of Bitcoin 20K times. This was way beforehand. And pretty much they said that they disagreed over whether to revert the blockchain to cancel out the effects of a major hack, right? So there's some more technical stuff about that. But basically, typically when you see forks, there's some sort of disagreements on the direction they're going. So they want to go their way, and then pretty much that's what happens, right? And then these are some fun facts I think people should probably look at, because I'm sure most probably just see the charts and they look into it. And the price is literally 97 right now. That's crazy. But going back, what are some things that make it unique, right? So first off, it's trying to preserve the Ethereum blockchain as it originally was, but without artificially countering the DAO hack. And then also you can see some more stuff here, but basically that's little fun facts right on ETC Classic right now. Look at this. We're up. I don't even know what we're at. We're at like 92 today. Now we're $5. Now we're at 98. So I don't know what is going on right now, but basically, if we were to look at the market just in general, because look at Dogecoin, for instance, and just look at the chart, because right now a lot of people might be seeing this and they might FOMO, they might think, oh my gosh, it's a good time to get it. See, Doge on this actual chart looks decent, but when you click, for instance, here I am on Ethereum Classic's chart, right? And for the most part, this is super risky time to even consider touching Ethereum Classic because it hasn't had a sell-off yet. And I want to show you this really quick because same thing with Dogecoin, if you guys been following, has been doing numbers, right? And let's see if I can find, let me type in Dogecoin. I want to get the Binance exchange appearing right here. And so today, actually, Dogecoin was up at this high point, and then we had these big giant candlesticks, big sell-offs. So for the most part, I mean, we did have red candlesticks here, but basically we finally had the sell-off, and now we saw tremendous buy volume back in. Now, if you compare this to like ETC, for instance, see how this is just massive green candlesticks right now. So this is super, super dangerous in terms of risk because at the top, we don't know what the top is, right? Is the top on Binance at least, or even Coinbase, there's different pricing, right? So that's going to be interesting on how the market reacts to that because clearly, for instance, okay, this is Doge. Let's go to ETC and let's just make sure. So we go here and the market difference, right? Obviously, volume trading, it could definitely factor in. But now you can see that, yeah, it looks like Coinbase, they do not show their thing. Bithumb actually shows 100. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Coinbase, but anyways, most exchanges have different numbers. But regardless, there hasn't been any dip yet. So for the most part, this could continue to increase. It's significantly overbought right now. RSI is just flying out in the overbought territory. And basically, this could sell off very, very soon, or it could continue to spike up. I mean, the volume is ridiculous right now, but eventually it's going to dip. So typically, I would like to see it pretend, let's just say pretend it keeps continuing sub 100 plus, and whichever price point it decides to hit, right? Next thing you know it, big sell-off comes in, and that's typically the time you can make a little short-term trade, you know, get in a few percentage. Now, if you believe in ETC long-term, it really doesn't matter. You hold, sell, whatever. Most likely you're going to be holding regardless, right? And especially if you got in back in these micro days, like 30, sub 10 pretty much, then you're winning regardless if this were to dip. Because right now, we're well above the 50 MA. So if this were to continue to follow the uptrend, if this were to sell off, I mean, we could potentially form some support with these candlesticks right here, because this is only the level right now where there's really any supports that we could even consider. Plus, we could use the 50 MA as potential support too. So at that price point, we're like in the anywhere from the ranging. If we were to do these candlesticks right here, pretty much anywhere from the 80 price point to, you know, sub 73, give or take. So pretend, let's say hypothetically, this were to drop within those ranges. We're going to look at a 20% dip, give or take. Now, that's interesting because if we go to like Dogecoin, for instance, and let me see, did I click on Binance? Yeah, I'll just, it doesn't really matter. Same thing, if you check Doge's drop from the high point, and I'll just bring this up really quick, we can see here at this red, look at the bottom of the candlestick, right? About 20%, almost similar to basically if this were to replicate what Doge did, where it pretty much hit the high point, and then it dropped and basically touched the 50 MA, and now we bought back in. That seems like what could potentially do exactly the same thing with ETC, assuming that a sell-off were to occur anytime soon. So if this were the case, I mean, we could see this drop below, and I mean, we have more support in this area, but let's just say if it were to continue to go towards the 50 MA, I mean, we could see pretty much closer towards, I'd say, the 30% drop, if not 25 maybe, give or take, assuming this dip comes out. So if this were the case, we'd have to see how the market reacts, because if this sells off, this could continue to drop, assuming the big players, the whales, don't want to continue putting up the price. But also, ETC is going up because too, you guys gotta remember, Ethereum is doing numbers right now. Overall market, but ETH is itself doing numbers. And typically, people might see ETH for the first time, it's $3,400. They can't afford to buy ETH. If they were to get like one maybe, or a couple, a few, whatever. But then you see ET Classic or ETC, and it's literally less than 100. So for basically one ETH, you'd have like 30 plus ETC. Psychologically, people like that much better. So again, seems like the other altcoins are starting to get money pushed into them after these ones. People are taking profits here. But I thought I'd just share this, guys, on ETC today and what's going on and just some fun facts about that. So definitely let me know what your price prediction on ETC by the end of this year. Comment that down below. And aside from that, guys, I will see you in the next video.